A final salute to the longest-serving NYPD chief in history, the city of New York and the Diocese of Brooklyn, saying goodbye to Joe Esposito. I'm Christine Persichetti. At the Mass at St. Patrick's Cathedral, friends, family, and fellow NYPD shared their stories of the former chief. He was known for his outstanding service to the city, as well as his deep love for his wife, family, and his faith. A dreary day outside to match the mood inside as the coffin was carried into St. Patrick's Cathedral. Mourners filled the pews to say a final goodbye to Joe Esposito.
All of us who come here today to this magnificent cathedral to remember, to pray for one of the greatest persons in my life, Espo.
Monsignor David Casado, NYPD chaplain and former pastor of St. Athanasius, where Esposito was a parishioner, says he was a personal friend and a man who lived his faith every day.
Where was he every single Sunday? At church at St. Athanasius.
The longest-serving chief of department in the history of the NYPD passed away last week at the age of 73 after a battle with brain cancer. His daughters spoke at the funeral.
When my mom left us, when her heart gave out, my father lost his heart too. And that cancer that was lurking in his system, hanging around since 9/11, I'm sure, decided it's time.
Esposito helped guide the city in the days, weeks, and months after 9/11. He played a key role in reopening churches in the Diocese of Brooklyn during the pandemic. And at one point, Esposito served as chairman of the Diocesan Review Board, the panel that helps the bishop in responding to allegations of abuse against priests. He'll be remembered as a man who loved his city, loved his family, and just wanted to take care of everyone.
I thank God for this man in my life. Espo, rest in peace.
In addition to his 45-year-long career with the NYPD, Esposito also served 4 years as commissioner of the Office of Emergency Management. Mayor Eric Adams said he was the definition of public service. Catholics in Brooklyn honored Dr. Martin Luther King's legacy on Monday with a mass. The Diocese of Brooklyn's Vicariate Office of Black Catholic Concerns organized the service, which was held at St. Thomas Aquinas Church in Flatlands, Brooklyn. Philadelphia Archbishop Nelson Perez was the main celebrant. Archbishop Perez is known for his pastoral letter on racial healing called We Are One Body. Brooklyn's Bishop Robert Brennan con-celebrated the Mass. The two bishops spoke with Currents News about remembering the civil rights icon and his lasting legacy.
One, remembrance helps us to realize how far we've come, largely through the prophetic work of Dr. King. Secondly, how much we have yet to do. And thirdly, remembrance gives us that encouragement to persevere along the way.
We got still some walking to do. But what Dr. King gave us was hope, right? That even though at times we're surrounded by the sin of racism and evil in particular, the evil of racism, we still believe, right? Because we are, as Christian people, we are people that our hearts are rooted in hope.
During the Mass, parishioners also heard one of King's speeches. It was a sermon given in Detroit to the city's Council of Churches. Thousands are preparing to march for life in D.C. on Friday, and abortion has become a major religious liberty concern. The U.S. bishops just released their State of Religious Liberty in the United States report. The annual paper gathers data to raise awareness on issues where people of faith have been attacked for their beliefs. They found a major one is the pro-life fight. They say not only are federal agencies misusing laws intended to aid pregnant women to promote abortion, but attacks against against the Catholic Church and pro-life organizations have risen dramatically since Roe was overturned. Thousands plan to gather in the nation's capital to change the culture of America to one that promotes life. And joining them will be reporters Jessica Easthope, John Lavenberg, and Katie Vasquez. Be sure to tune into Currents News as they deliver full coverage of the march. That'll be right here on Net TV Friday, January 19th. Bishop Robert Brennan will be leading marchers from the Diocese of Brooklyn while they're in D.C. But before he leaves, he'll join us right here to talk about what's to come for the pro-life movement. That'll be tomorrow, Wednesday, January 17th, right here on Currents News. Finally tonight, a faith-filled reunion happened over the weekend. Young people from the Diocese of Brooklyn came together to pray and reflect on a life-changing experience. Months ago, they were in Portugal celebrating World Youth Day in Lisbon with Pope Francis. As Currents News' Katie Vasquez reports from Fresh Meadows, Queens, the event has changed the lives of the young Catholics.
A moment of prayer and Eucharistic adoration. More than 24 young people who went to World Youth Day in August took the time to reflect on their experience during a holy hour at Holy Family Church in Fresh Meadows.
You know, in the generation I am from, I don't really see Catholic youth that often that I can express my faith to. So seeing that was just it felt like a warm hug of just love.
I feel like I'm very blessed to be surrounded by people who are on fire for their faith, but to see it at that scale in Portugal was so beautiful.
A chance for this group to strengthen their bond and commitment to Christ.
More of our life is lived in the ordinary day to day, and we need times to bring us back to those moments of grace.
Witnessing the Holy Father up close was an experience many say they will never forget.
It ended up being exactly as transformative as I thought it would be. I remember specifically the first day when I saw him for the first time. I was pretty close, and I got goosebumps.
Their trip was eye-opening, but also came with challenges.
There was a lot of sacrifice that came in even prior to going to Lisbon, but in sacrifice also is the great love that our young people have. They do so with joy.
Lessons they will carry on.
In school, anytime I work, everything and every aspect, it's truly changed my mindset a lot into putting God first in everything.
These pilgrims are preparing for their next journey, celebrating the Jubilee in Rome with the Holy Father in 2025. In Fresh Meadows, Katie Vasquez, Currents News.
And that is this Currents News update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.